The old market is dead, guys, and it's our job to re-educate our clients and tell them why this is a good thing. Let's get them off the sidelines and back into the game to help them win. What's going on, guys? My name is Tim Garul. I'm a mortgage advisor, real estate investor, and special operations veteran. I'm coming at you with your weekly update. As always, I make this content for real estate professionals like you to help you grow and win in any market cycle. I'm not going to take up much of your time. I just want to get down and dirty this week. The old market is dead, 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 and that is a good thing. And we need to tell our clients why this is a good thing. We're in a small window of opportunity, and we owe it to them to get them back in the game and capitalize and take advantage on these wins. Let's do a quick recap of why we're in a actually really good cycle of the market for our buyers who have been prudent and doing the right thing. A year and a half ago, 2 years ago, we're getting 10 to 15 offers on a property. It's escalating $100,000 over asking. You're coming in with all cash offers. People are ending up with their fifth, sixth, seventh home that they chose. Who wants number 5 on their list of where they want to live? Okay. Today, we're competing, but it's much less, maybe 2 to 3 offers on a property. You could probably get your list price, and there's a high likelihood of getting a concession. This is a good thing. It's a good thing, and we have to tell our clients why. Now, what's going to happen is we're going to get people who question whether or not that's actually in fact the case. And so I want to send you into this week prepared for success with a few talking points to combat those clients dragging their feet and get them back in the buying game. So, talking points. You're going to get clients that are on either two sides of the spectrum for their no. You're going to get the emotional client who's strictly going off of feeling, headline news. They don't have any logical data to support why they think it's not a great time to buy. And you're going to get people who are coming to you with some forms of data. Let's get ahead of those data points and break them down right now. If someone is opposed, these are things that they're likely going to tell you. Hey, inflation's up 9.1% from 8.6 year over year. True. Core inflation's up 5.9%. Energy cost is up 42%. We're seeing foreclosures at an increase of 150%. True, but we're going to look at the metadata. Data is important, guys. Interest rates are spiking, and we're headed into a recession. These are things that they are likely going to tell you as reasons why they think it's not such a good time to buy. Maybe they want to wait. Well, let's look at foreclosure data. This is foreclosures by year from 2008 to present. Here we are in 2022. We can see in comparison to 2021, foreclosures are up 150%. We got 164,581 foreclosures so far in 2022. Well, let's compare that to pre-pandemic levels, okay? Because keep in mind what happened here, the moratorium. So pre-pandemic, 296,458 foreclosures. Yes, foreclosures are up in comparison to 2021, but we need to see all the data, guys. We need all the information. So foreclosures are up. That is correct, but still lower than pre-pandemic. And the reason is we had the moratorium impacting these foreclosures, and now we're starting to catch up. Let's talk about the client that says, well, here comes the recession. I don't know if it's a good time to buy during recession. Remember, on the first slide, inflation, headline inflation up 9.1%. Pull out your calculator, put $10,000 in your calculator, and reduce it by 9.1% for a single year later and show them what their money would be worth 1 year later. And then explain to them that an asset that appreciates with inflation, that floats like a buoy on top of the water as the inflation tide comes in, is what you want your money parked in. You want to protect your assets during times of high inflation. Let's break down some data. Here we have, this white line here is the Fed funds rate. And every time the the Federal Reserve starts to hike interest rates, make money more expensive, these dark lines here indicate recession. So they start to tighten, recession, tighten, recession. Well, what does recession mean for homeownership? We can look at historic data. Here we have these dark lines, recession, and the white line, it correlates to housing. Most of the time, housing either flatlines or gradually increases, with the exception of right here, 2008. We all know why 2008 happened. We are in a much different situation today. We have more equity than we've ever had in the history of the United States. Mortgages are secured differently. There is still a slight risk, correct, but we are not in the 2008 situation. Let's look at interest rates. This is historical data of interest rates when we face times of recession. Here we go. As recessions occur, mortgage rates tend to respond well. Generally speaking, as the rate of inflation is curbed and drops, mortgage rates track shortly behind. Times of high inflation, mortgage rates track high. As inflation gets under control and starts to come back down, we have mortgage rates coming back down as well. Inflation, too many dollars, chasing too few goods. What do we do to get a hold of that? We make money more expensive to put a stop on borrowing power and get control back of our money. Okay. So here's some facts, some talking points to tell your clients this week as you head in to your week of hustle. All right. Inventory. Let's talk inventory. We always get this data in arrears, which means we're slightly behind. We have to get all the data, break it down, digest it. So we're always a little bit behind on data. Here's from July. Total homes on the market, 913,000 homes for sale. Let's compare that to June of 2019. Pre-pandemic, there was 1.6 million. This is a joke, okay? That's still down 44%. This is simple supply and demand. All of us remember from high school economics, supply and demand. When there's low supply, high demand, what do prices do? Inventory. We're up to 1.7 months from a low of 1.3 months. We see a transition out of a seller's market at around a 3-month supply. Healthy markets are anywhere from 4 to 6 months of supply. Days on market has bumped up slightly to 23 days on market, and the median value growth is down year over year. A year ago was 15%. We are down 11.2%. Well, what does that mean? Well, what that means is the market isn't backsliding. We're stabilizing. 11.2% growth on any asset. You would be jumping up and down with tears in your eyes. That's such a great performance. Imagine if you had a stock portfolio that performed at 11.2% continuously. You would be out of your mind happy. At least I hope you would. So all this being said, listen, guys, we have to guide our clients with data and professionalism. It's our job to be outside of emotion, to guide them logically, to help them win. They don't have access to the information that we do. Well, they do. They just choose not to do the digging. You got to do the digging for them. I hope you can take these talking points, use them with your clients, set yourself apart, build your brand and your business. Let's go close some deals, guys. And I look forward to seeing you next week.